Hi everyone, today we will see to how to create a function in the Python V2 programming model. So first you have to open your VS Code. On that you have to go in the Azure code tool, which I am showing here. Okay, so after this click you will have this option, create function, add function. So just click on this plus icon, and before that you have also checked that you have this attached storage account and attached database account. So yeah, so for the creation of the function, we will see, click on that function icon, create HTTP function, click on this. Okay, I am using the programming model V2, clear here, with the 3.9 version. Okay, so after clicking on that, you can see we have this creating a virtual environment. So waiting for that moment. If that will be complete, then we will move for the next step. Yeah, so you can see we have got a pop-up finish creating project. After this you can see we have created one of the local project over here, and so for that we have to see, already we have some function which is commented for the git test function. I can say define test function and all this information. And if you following the Microsoft standard documentation, there is already given one of the example. So I am taking that example, which will be I am copying pasting here same function, and as per business logic you can add more complex logic over there. Okay, so just I am uncommenting this Azure function. So yeah, you can see I have already created app variable with the function app and import the logging same, and using that variable I created the function name as HTTP trigger1. Then I'm routing with this help hello and auth level all the information, like I'm using the anonymous one, which is like no requirement for any type of authentication. Same I am giving the name parameter for executing our API. Okay, so this is our basic function which is I created in the Python V2 programming model. So for the whole file we can see from here we have this function app.py, and after this we can go in the local setting.json file where we have Azure Web Job Storage. This is by default null, but we can see we can check from this Microsoft official documentation, there is already given we can use this, use development storage true. So just I'm copying that and coming here, giving that variable value use development storage equal to true. Okay, so after this in the documentation you can see we had to start the emulator. So for starting the emulator I can see we have to first go in the control shift T palette and select this Azurite start. Okay, so after clicking on that you can see we generated the multiple file related to blob extension, queue and queue extension, and say we have a table. See, so you can see we all have this type of file, and for this file we have to running on the different port. For I can say for the DB blob we have a 100, then 1001 for the queue, then 1002 for this table one. So all this file will be running on the different port. So you have to be run this one q1. So for that purpose just you have to be click on that run option. Okay, so this error is like invalid message, no debug is supported for the attach. Okay, uh, open launch setting. Okay, this port number I can say already used, and I can say unavailable, so that's why we are getting this type of issue. I can use some other, just clicking on that new terminal, and again I am go in cd API folder. I can run my function start with the port 8081. Okay, it is already used. I can try with this 82. Yeah, so you can see our function is running. That is in the HTTP trigger, you can see I am getting this URL. So I can test this is working fine or not. So I just copy this whole URL and coming here just okay. So that's you can see we already executed with the pass and name in the query string in the request body for the personal response. Okay, you can give your name name equal to sorry hello question mark name equal to test. Yeah, so you can see hello test, the HTTP trigger function executed successfully. So that means our function is created properly and we are able to triggering the same HTTP trigger function which we can see. Okay, so that's our function which is I can say running properly. And you also get here like executed function HTTP trigger one succeeded with the ID instance over here. So that's it for the today. I can say this one we are created in the V2 programming model for the Python language. Hope you got it and enjoy the problem and programming over there. Yeah, if you have any query, please comment in the chat box. Thank you.